Okay, so yesterday we have seen like how to write into the Excel. Okay, and the flow we have ran, it's like manual flow. Okay, it's like ad hoc whenever we have to run the process. Okay, but just imagine like we want to create a flow. Okay, basically when we are receiving any email. Okay, or maybe first we'll talk about the OneDrive. Okay, suppose this is my OneDrive. Okay, or any drive basically. Right? And here, like yesterday, we have created a folder, right? AI Builder input, right? And here we put a folder, right? Innovates, right? And suppose whenever anyone is uploading the files or invoices, right? Then what should happen? At the same time, the trigger should trigger the process and it should extract the data from those invoices, right? So it's like a event based trigger. Okay, event based trigger. Why it is event based trigger? Because event is occurring, right? What event is there? Suppose if file is uploaded here, right? Either one file, two file, or hundreds of file, right? Our automation will run and it will extract the data and it will write into the Excel. Okay, right? So how can we build it? Go to the create, right? Click on the instant cloud. Okay, sorry. Click on the automated cloud. So we can go here, right? So here extra. Okay. So when you can see here, right? When a file is created, okay? When a file is created, correct? Where OneDrive, and please make sure you can select for business. Okay. Click on the create. So I just click on the create. Okay. Now here it will do the connection with your OneDrive, right? Then it will ask the folder. Okay. Right. So we can go and we can select the folder. So maybe we can select this AI Builder input, right? Within AI Builder input, it's like a innovate, right? So whenever a right file is uploaded, our flow will get triggered. So this is a trigger point, okay? And after that, the rest of the process is similar. There is no change in our process, right? So yesterday, like process docker, okay? So which AI model we have used? This one, RoboPro Innovates. Yesterday we have created. Select a form, right? It's a video form. So now here you can see the file content, the content of the file. So whenever the file will get uploaded, right, input will get supplied here, file content, right? And now next thing, Excel Online Business, a new row into a table, right? So we can go to that location, OneDrive for Business, then document libraries, OneDrive, and then file, okay? It will ask the file in which file we want to write. So we'll go to the output, RoboPro data, and table. And after that we'll do the mapping, right? So that's the reason I said rest of the things are very similar. Innovation, so innovation upper value, text, anything is fine. First, total, total, okay, same. But first time we have to test it manually, okay. So now we will go with test it. Now it will not ask to upload the file here. Okay? So what it will say, to see how it works, add a file to a OneDrive, you select, okay. So this is our input folder, right? So it is saying upload the file. So we can go files upload. Okay. Open. So now file is uploaded. Once file is uploaded, what will happen? See, your flow will start to run. Okay? Now it is extracting the data. Once it is done, it will write into the Excel. Okay, come right. So now you can see in this way our flow will have ran successfully. Right? Now, what will happen from the next time? Okay, so if you go to the my flows, right? If you go to the my flows, right here, now it is automated flow. Can you see this type? It's a automated. So now whenever there is a new file or files, right, will upload here. What will happen? The flow will get triggered automatically. Okay? So even we no need to go and do anything into the Power Automate cloud. Now you can see it is uploaded. Okay, but how to see? Right? For example, I want to see like it has ran or not. Right? So just click on here. Okay, on your flow, and it can take some time to sync. Okay, got it. Right? You can see it is running. It is running. So this is our first run 1 minute ago, and now it is running. Right? So here we can just click here, refresh. Now it has come. Okay, so now it is auto. So no need to go and run it manually. It will be taken care whenever there is a single file or multiple files are uploaded at a time. There is no need. Okay, clear? Please.
So just a quick one. In that process document steps, so what will be my variable? Because here I'm saying file is created at the path, right? So could you just expand this process document?
So whenever there is file is available, the flow will get triggered, right?
Yep.
And this process, right, or this step will take that file content here. So you could go here, right? Here we'll get file.
Yes. So exactly this file content variable. How do we know? Because last time we know there was a file content variable there, and it the value would be stored in that file content. Here, does it mention the file content? Because in
We no
previous.
need to mention such it. It is already
Oh, okay.
available. This variable is already created. Okay. So that's the
Okay.
reason it is available. So we can get the file name, we can get the file path, we can get the file content. Okay. So here we
Okay.
don't need to create anything.
Okay. Okay. Because last time we gave that
We
we
did
will be
not give,
uploading,
we did not.
right?
It is also
Yeah, it
already created.
automatically took the file content. So we knew that okay, file content is the variable that we
Yes.
need to give as a form.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
One question from me. Just now, when we have these automated flow, right? The invoices that are there. So consider in a real time, you are getting invoices, right? Uh, Now, whatever invoices coming in, right? One which are already processed, right? Is there a way to move it to another folder so that it won't get reprocessed again?
It will not get reprocessed again. Okay. So now it is available here. Right.
Ha ha.
Okay. So it will not consider whenever new, okay, new file is get uploaded. Then only your
Oh,
flow will get triggered. Now your flow will not trigger multiple times.
oh, it's smart enough to
Yes.
already. Oh, okay, great. Okay. Ah,
So you can see the name, right? When a file is created.
I see. So he constantly checking that as soon as it comes, it
Correct.
processes.
Yes. Yes. So
Oh, I
that's
see.
the reason it is called as an event-based trigger.
No wonder. Okay.
Yeah, done.
Okay, fine. So now we'll go to the next trigger. Okay, it's event-based only. Suppose we are receiving the email. Okay, and the email having this attachment. Okay, invoice as an attachment. So what our automation should do, right? The automation should trigger. As soon as uh, email arrives with certain filter criteria, okay, and then it should extract the data from these invoices or any document, and then it should write into the Excel file. Okay, so what we have to do, similar we go to the create automated cloud flow, right? Okay, so here we have to mention when a email, okay, so you can see when an email, you can see when a new email arrives, okay, 365 because we are using 365 license, right? So when a new email arrives, click on the create. So this is the best part of Power Automate, right? Because this tool is from Microsoft, so we can easily integrate any of the services uh, from the Microsoft easily. Okay, so it is asking inbox, okay, which folder you want to target, and here you can see already have connected with our ID, right? Now go here, right? Then we have to give the filter criteria. Suppose I will give Inu, okay, right? And then attachment. Yes, we have to go with the attachment, right? If you want to subject type invoice, then only with attachment. Yes, okay, because we have to consider only attachments, right? Not normally. So this is the filter criteria we have got it. We can give other filter criteria also, right? Then new step. Okay. So as soon as I click on the new step, select AI builder, right? Then process document. Okay. Now you can see here, right? I'm going to select the AI model, form type, PDF document, right? Now I'm going to select the attachments content. Okay. See attachment content. I have selected it. As soon as I have selected it, it has applied the for each loop. Okay, apply to it. Here it is saying apply to it, but it's a for each loop. Why it is applied for each loop? Because there might be a multiple attachment. Okay, in the email. So we don't need to go and do by our own. Automatically, it will consider and it will apply. Even though there is a one file, doesn't matter. Okay, it will just work on a one. Okay, attachment. As soon as we select attachment contents, it will apply for each loop, and here it will apply attachments. Okay. Now the rest of the process is very similar. Whatever we did, Excel online business, right? Add a row into a table. Similar way we can add into the data hours table. That also I will show you. So select online business and document library OneDrive 5. Okay. This is the same thing. Okay. Now done. Just click on the save. So as I said, first we have to test it. Okay. After that, it will work by its own. So just go click on the test, right? So what it is saying to see it works now, send a email in your inbox. Okay. So how to go to inbox? Just click on these 9 dots. Here we have Outlook with this license, right? I will go to my inbox. Okay. And we'll send the email. So we'll go to the email. I will send it to myself. Okay. And here I will go and be like that. Okay. Okay. Send. Even the single attachment, multiple attachment doesn't. Okay. So now I just send the email. I received the email, right? Now go and see. Okay. So the flow should get triggered. Right? If it is not, we'll see what is the problem and why. But now it should get triggered. So you can see yes, your flow is running. Okay. So we got the email. Now it is working on it. And you can see your Excel also, like are we getting the data or not. So if you go here, then out. So you can see it is updating. Now it has completed successfully. See, it is adding those data. Okay. So this is also so simple. Whenever there is a new email arrives in your inbox, based on that event, right, and based on the filter criteria, whatever the filter criteria we have provided. Okay. So it will consider that email and it will extract the data and it will give us into the file. Okay. And now from next time, right, this flow will get triggered by its own. Okay. Because it's like a, you can see it's a automated. So whenever there will be new email with the particular condition, flow will run. We don't need to do anything manual. Clear? List.
So just a quick one. Do I need to click on test or will the flow be triggered by itself? 'Cause I sent the email,
No, no, no. We
but
have to click on test. Okay.
test
We have
and
to
then
test.
send the email, right? Okay, got it. But so I have a question here.
Mhm.
So I sent three emails. So first two emails, I dragged and dropped the attachments. I didn't selected the, you know, attachment option there. I dragged the PDFs to the inbox and sent my email. Those two, emails when I sent, it didn't trigger the workflow. But the last one, when I actually used the attachment as an option and then attached the PDF, that's when my workflow got triggered and the
Everything,
email was sent.
everything should get ready. Okay.
It should work, right? But I don't know, for two instances it didn't work.
Why is it? Oh, that's done. Then everyone or anyone still paying. See?
Yeah, I think probably I would have terminated a bit early and
Mm-hmm.
then tried to.
No, no,
But
no.
yeah, it worked fine otherwise.
Okay. Well,
Thanks.
so now we will see the next thing. Okay, so you can see how can we extract the data, right? It's very easy, right? Even the model creation is also very easy, right? But now the next point, okay? Suppose if you go to this AI builder, what about the predefined one? Correct? So or default model where we did not created any models, right? So yesterday we talk about some receipt processing, KYC document, right? Similar way here we are having business card reader. Okay. So what business card reader is doing basically, right? Uh, it will show the data from your business card, right? So suppose I will go here, right? So you can see how it is extracting the data. Right? Suppose I'm having some business card. Okay, so you can see this business card. Even it's having diary, pen, and other objects, right? Doesn't matter. how effectively it is extracting the data. Okay, so this is the pre-built thing. But again, suppose suppose and you can see it's the same business card, right? So it is taking the first email ID. Okay, okay, or first phone number, but it is not taking the secondary phone number, for example, or it can be fax, right? So you can see, right? So it is just taking the first one. It is not taking the second one. So in that case, right, we don't have any choice here, right? So we have to use our custom, right? Or what we can do, whatever it is extracting, let it extract, right? And whatever it is not extracting, if you want to extract, we can use, right, our custom. That also we can do, like combination of both. Okay, right? So suppose now I have shown it for like 3 to 4 models, right? But how to use it, right? How to use it. So the usage is also very simple. So for example, close. So now what we will do, we will upload the file, right? Or we can do manually, or we can do with the help of our email also, correct? So for example, we'll go here, right? I have the output, and I can create an Excel. Okay? And in the Excel file, I will business card info. Okay. And there I can create few columns. So what are the information it is extracting? For example, full name, job title, email, right? Name, job title, email. Okay. Then make it as a table. Yes. Give the table name, business card data. Right. So we are good now. Okay. So this is your file, and I want to write it here, okay, into this particular Excel. So how can we achieve it? Go to the create, okay, and I will create this instant plot, right? Because we have seen other as already, so quickly we can implement instant. Okay. So what is the input? Input is a 5, right? And now which model we have to select from here, correct? So use the business card. Okay, see, analyze business, select, right? Then business card, okay? From where the business card will come? It is from the first step, right? So it is the file content, okay? And after that, same thing we can do, okay? Add a row into a table, select same thing, one type for business, OneDrive, file, okay? Then name, okay? So you can see if you are taking any model, okay, even though it's a pre-built model or custom model, whatever the field it is extracting, right? All the field name you can see. Only thing you we have to map it. That's it. Okay, so here we did not did anything, but still you can see this output because this is a pre-built. So whatever based on the capability, it is able to extract, right? Those fields we can select from here. Switch off, what kind of full address, state, city, state, zero. I think this is the job type. Okay, then email. This is the email. Okay, test. import. I already sent a business card. So run. Then it will run similar way, whatever our previous models ran. It will extract and it will write into the Excel. Okay. So similar way, whatever the other models, right, will work on the same fashion. So there will be no change. And if you want to see, right, what are the fields, maybe I can show you quickly. So let it run. So you can do the practice because I have already shared those things with everyone. Say trans. Okay. Now click on the edit. Suppose I want to use a receipt processing, right? So we can go here, receipt, okay, process receipts, right? Then receipt file. What will be the receipt file? Our file content, right? This is a file content. And then we are going to write it here, for example. So we can go here and it will show you the purchase item name, purchase price, right? All the things so that we can just map and extract it. Okay, clear? So I have already shared those documents as well. So when you are doing practice, please do the practice for each and every. Clear? Any question? Hand it out. Okay. Now we'll okay. So you can do this practice, right? Because it is very very simple. Okay. Now, if you go to the my flows, right? So whatever the flows you have created, okay, you can see under the my. Okay, so here you can see the cloud flow under the cloud flow, desktop flows under the desktop flows. Okay, right? And if any of the flows shared with you, right, it will be available here. Okay, so now we'll go to the cloud. Now you have created this flow, okay, or this flow because this we have just created. So if you see this flow, right, and if you click on it, it will show you all the details of the, okay, like what is the name of the flow, who is the owner, what is the type, when it has created, when it is modified, what are the connections we are using here. Okay, so it will show you all the required information here. Okay, along with that, it will show you average run duration, how much time it takes to run for each iteration, right? At the same time, it will show 20 days history also. So whatever the flows we have run, we can see here. And if you click on the all runs, okay, so it will show you all the runs so far for this particular flow. Okay, so it will show us the basically required information. So how your flow is running, it's running or failed, anything. So if it is failed, we can go, right? Suppose this flow is failing, so I can click here. As soon as I click here, right, it will navigate here and it will show us like at what step it has failed, what is the error, right? So it will show us all the required information from the flow prospect. Okay, so you can see all the information is available. If you click on the edit columns, right? So all these options are available here, but important is duration, start, and status. Okay, and you can see from here, right? We can edit, we can save as, we can delete, right? At the same time, if you want to turn off, right? Suppose I don't want to run this flow now, okay, because of any reason, so we can do turn off also. Here we are having flow checker. So if you go to the flow checker, it will show you any errors, any warnings, okay, within your flow. Then share, right? I think we discuss about it. So for example, in this flow, I want to share with anyone. So I can just go to the share, okay, and type the name here of the person and will be able to share. Okay, so that two persons can work at a time on that particular flow. So we can do share from here also and send a copy. Okay, what do you mean by send copy? Right, here we can provide an email, but the thing is like that to whomever you are sharing this flow, right? That person should be in a same domain. Okay, it's not like that I can give the Gmail ID and will be able to share with anyone. Okay, or even though it's the same organization, but it should be in the same environment. Okay, for that particular project, right? So this send copy is like that. It's not a owner. It's like just copy. Okay, right? So this is the difference between send a copy and share. Okay. Any question on this?
What is that export is about? Exporting to
We'll
where?
will will explain that export.
Okay,
Okay.
and one more, this process mining, right? Improve your flow. So what exactly will tell us the overall runtime will get improved in the process
Correct.
mining?
So you can see on the left hand side this process mining.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see here. So you just click on the preview. Okay. For
Mhm.
example, I just click on the preview. Okay. And whatever the features you can see here in the preview, right? So it's still evolving, right? Okay. So there may be a chance like it can work or not, right? Importing your process logs. So the main purpose of process mining is, right, to find out how much time it is taking on each and every step, right? At the same time, if there are multiple applications, right, it will show us like how many applications are there, what are the steps being performed, how much time it is taking, right? So it will give the statistics into the Power BI reports, okay, so that we can find out like the process efficiency, like it is really efficient or not. Okay, so it will give you all the required information in terms of Power BI.
Okay,
Oh,
and does it
okay.
pinpoint the areas of improvement by itself? Like, you know, such flows can be changed to, I mean, some kind of recommendations to, again, perform better. Anything?
So still it's they're working on it. So far it's not
Okay,
available.
okay, okay, got you. Okay.
Okay. So far it is not available, but that is the intention.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
that is the intention. On top of that, right? Okay, sir. On top of that, right. So here we are saying like after creating the automation. Okay, after creating the automation, basically, see it will show all the things. Okay, what are the activities we have used? Okay, then mean duration. So it will show in a second because it has done in background, right? It has done in background. Then it will show applied to each, how many document it has processed, right? And how many cases also it has processed. So it will show us all the required information, right? But the main goal, okay, of this process mining is to find out the performance before the automation and after the automation. Okay, before and after. So how can we do in a before, right? That also I will show you. And then by using after, before and after, right, we can find out the efficiency. Okay, suppose if I'm doing this process, right, how much time it is, right? And after the automation, how much time it is taking. So accordingly, it will show us all the required info. Okay, so that I will show you here. Okay, like from the before point of view, right? And on top of that, right, what is the main goal, right? We can just perform the steps, whatever we are performing, right? After that, it will do the process mining, and then it can create the flow also. Okay, so even we no need to go and create the flow. Obviously, the conditions and the logic we have to implement, but it will create your flow also, right? We'll talk about more on this. This is the analytics. Analytics means the same. Okay, so it will show all the analysis, like what are the actions we are using. Okay, uses, error, right? So it will show the all the information which we have seen. Right? Export is like suppose someone is not in the same environment, okay, and I want to give this flow or the code to someone else, right? So we can take in terms of package, okay. So just click on the package, okay. So it will create a package basically, right? So I can download a package, I can give it to anyone, okay, who is in the same environment, for example, or in the other environment, right? So here we can give the package name and all. Okay, see, it will have all the required things. So I can give what is this invoice data extraction. Okay, and click on the export. So what it will do? It will export this package. Okay, so for example, I can go and save, right? So it will create this package, right? This package has created, and if I've given this package or if I were to deploy, suppose this is a dev environment. Now I want to go and deploy this code into the UAT environment, or I want to give it someone, right? So this is a package with having all the activities and everything already there, right? And then we have to upload, right? So that upload will be done from the solution, right? So I will explain this solution separately, right? So here we are having the option to import. So once it's imported, right, that flow will be available here for me. Okay, so here we have on the top, we'll get the import option, but we'll see this separately. Okay, see this import option. Okay, this import, we can just browse and select it. Okay, next. But what it will, it is compressed file.
Do you have to unsave it first?
We'll show you. Okay, when we'll go to the solutions. Okay, right. So this is about the map. Right? So it will show you all the required things. I think for everyone, right, you will not able to see the desktop, right? You don't have anything in desktop, correct?
So this is desktop flow is what you exported here uh, from
So
your Power Automate.
whatever the ID you are using, okay, or whatever the
Mm-hmm.
license you are using, right? If you are using the same license for the desktop as well as cloud, right, then what will happen?
Oh,
Whatever the flow you are creating in the desktop will get saved here.
oh, okay.
Okay. So what you can do, right? I have given that ID. That ID will work on your desktop also. So you can create any flow, any small flow, and see it will be available here also.
And
And
so
if
the
it's a hey,
go
go
ahead,
ahead, Sajid.
go ahead, Praveen. No, that's okay.
Okay.
I'll do.
Yeah. So if there's a desktop, if I'm using the license, and if you have a UI based some desktop flow,
Mhm.
that will run from here,
No,
or
see, run can, okay, from run point of view, right? It can run from here also. There is no problem. Okay. But the main goal of it, right, to save that particular code. Okay. To save that particular code, right, always on
uh,
the cloud. So that is the main
mm,
one. And
mm,
to run,
okay.
obviously, to run, right, will not run manually, will run from the trigger, right? So any flow, it can be a desktop flow or it can be a cloud flow, right? We can trigger. So this is a schedule flow, right? So if you want to set up the schedule at any point of, okay, for that cloud flows or desktop flows, we have to do it from cloud only. That is not possible from the desktop.
So my
Okay.
question is regarding the same.
Mhm.
So if we have to create the workflow for the desktop, that means we have to select the desktop flow option here. Then only we'll be able to do it. The other workflows that we have actually created in our previous practice sessions, those we won't be able to create it here. I mean, connect here, right? Is
No,
that a
because
correct
we have
understanding?
to use the same license, right?
Correct, correct. It's correct. So it's part of the same license plus the option which is available here on the screen which
No,
you
no,
are
no. We
showing
don't
me.
need to do anything. By default, it will get saved to the cloud.
Okay. And the other workflows that we created in our previous sessions, would they be, I mean, would we be able to connect those here
No,
if we no, right? Because it's not a part of the
because it is not the part of this license.
license. Okay.
Okay, but now you have that license, so you can go just and create small display message, right? Or hello, and see, save it and see, like it will be available under the micro.
Okay. So let's say if we have these license and my Power Desktop is deployed on a server, and I do have a proper license, would I be able to connect those workflows that are which have been there deployed on those servers?
Yes, because see, you can access this from anywhere, right? It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. So these desktops ones are actually there on cloud? I mean, let's say if you have
Yes,
this
yes,
license, the desktop
yes,
ones are the desktops only. Okay.
yes. They are also on cloud. So that's the best part. So just imagine like you are working on some desktop or you have created, right? And tomorrow your system got crashed, right? So very simple. You can go, you can log in with this license to any of the system, right? You will be able to see all the flows here, okay, as well as on the cloud. So there is no
Oh, okay.
see on the system.
So we have both, I mean, both places it is available, just in case if
Yes,
it crashes in my local server. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Okay. So anyhow, whatever it is showing, it will get saved on the cloud itself. Okay. So it's not
Perfect.
a problem.
Yeah. Thanks.
A question around this version control, Vaibhav. How, I mean, so say suppose two people, you're working on it, you're amending the way you showcase, right? To add, say, business card as well as a receipt as well as this thing, invoices. Now, if you want to roll back to earlier version because of some reasons, how this does this internally creates the version controlling where you can roll back from to the previous version?
Will show you. Okay. Will show you. Will see
Okay,
in
yeah,
the solution.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
Will see into the solution. Okay.
good.
And now here you have seen, right? Like we are able to we are able to connect to Outlook, we are able to connect to OneDrive, email, or anything, SharePoint, right? So it is called as a connector. Okay, called as a connector, right? So if you go to this connectors, where we can see the connectors, here it is not, right? So if something is not there, just click on the more, just click on the more, right? Can you see the connectors here? No, right? Then just click on the discover. So if you click on the discover all, see this connect. Okay. So what do you mean by connectors? As I say, like it's kind of a connection builder, right? So if you want to integrate any of the application, okay, or any of the services which is available in the real world, right? So it can be any SAP, Oracle, any ERP system, or suppose if you want to integrate your Gmail, anything, right? Teams, right? So all the connectors are available. Few of the connectors are freely available, right? For example, if you go to the Gmail, right? So Gmail is freely available. So Gmail, Google Drive, everything, right? But if you go to the ServiceNow, right? So if you go to the ServiceNow, for example, okay, see this is so you can see it's a premium, okay? So what do we mean by premium? We need a license, okay? Right? We need a license for it. So any services, right, which are available, it can be any service, right? Variable we can integrate easily. Only thing we need a license for that particular service. Okay, so that is the reason. If you go here, right? Let me go to the create. Okay, and I have mentioned automated, right? So you can uh, see when a new email arrives, for example, right? This service is from the Gmail, correct? If something related to the Azure, right? Teams, all the things are available, okay? And we can connect any of the connectors, okay, into Power Automate very easily. It's like plug and play, right? We no need to do any particular extra efforts, okay? So that's the reason it is called as a connector, okay? And we are having all kinds of connectors available. So Praveen, you was asking like if I want to move the file, correct?
Hmm.
From one folder to another, right? I think he was asking. The same thing is also already available here, right? So suppose if you go here, look, correct. Okay. So suppose if I click on here, right, add an action, right? All the things are available here. Suppose you can see here all, then premium, right? So all the premium connectors will be available here, right? And suppose I can go here. I want related to the Gmail, right? You can see it is available related to the Gmail. Everything you can see available for the Gmail, right? So for OneDrive, right? Select OneDrive. See OneDrive. Okay, so OneDrive, right? So you can see all the functionalities what we can do manually, right? Same are available. So here you can see move, right, or create something. Everything is available.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
And what about the Copilot? Means it should come with Microsoft, right? I mean, that is, do we have to establish if you want to use Copilot, some point of LLM and all? Is that premium or is part of this?
No, no, see, that is different thing. Okay, that is different thing. So where we have to use Copilot Studio. Okay,
Mm,
Copilot
mm,
Studio, where we have to use, right. Here we are having the Copilot, right? Basically, so you can see this Copilot. So this Copilot will help us, okay,
okay.
to create any kind of flow, right? Suppose what I want to do, right? Create a flow, right? To move one drive file to another OneDrive location. Okay, suppose you want to create it and you are not sure about it, right? How can we do it, right? So just click on the generate. Okay, right. So you can see it will create this particular thing. Okay, see it will ask OneDrive and all, and after that it will create a flow
Oh,
basically.
wonderful.
Okay,
Mm,
so in terms this Copilot is being directly used into the our cloud and desktop. Now suppose if you want to create any script, right? So we already have that option directly available in terms of Copilot uh, into the our desktop. So I will explain those. Okay, we have into
okay.
our agenda. Fine. So now we'll go to this process mining. Okay. So as I said, what is the purpose of process mining? Is to for and this will be for a bigger processes, not for the small or medium processes, right? It's for larger processes where we want to find out, right, the ROI on the automation. Okay, so here we have to find out the statistics. Like before automation, if I want to perform this particular task, how much time it is taking by the associates or humans, and after the automation, right, how much time it is taking, so that we can figure it out, right, the efficiencies or ROI on such processes. Okay, so now we'll see. So we can just click on the start. Okay, as soon as you click on start here, so we'll go for a RPA challenge first. Okay, RPA challenge. We'll go with the help of recording, right? So that is the most widely used. Go to the recording, click on add a recording. Okay, add a recording. Add a recording means I will show you. Open Power Automate, and now it should have both same licenses to both. Okay, so it should not like I'm desktop, I'm having separate license, and cloud I'm separate having separate, right? So it is asking. So, right? So now it will get connected to that particular license. Okay. Once it is ready, we can start performing the steps. Okay, but before that, I will be ready with my RP challenge website and along with the Excel. Okay, let it. So you can see this one, let it finish. Then it will tell us like go ahead and start the recording. So you can see the recorder is available and it is ready. Okay. So now I can start performing the steps. So I will go here, right? You can resize, and this is my input. Okay, fine. So just click on the record, right? So what we'll do, will so this is my RP channel, right? So I will go to email, and from where this data will come, right? Data will come from the hmm, data will come from the Excel, right? So I will go right. I'm talking about manual process. Okay, we'll go here. We'll enter the email. We'll go to the address. Then I will fetch the address from here. So you can see whatever actions I'm performing. You can see here, right? Then role in company. So from where the role is company. There, right? This is my role in company, right? Then last name. This is last. Go to the company. This, okay. Then first name. You put first. Then phone number. Okay, click on the submit. So here we have to do with the good amount of data. Okay, then only it will give the good results. I will do one more time. So we'll go to the address, right? One second one. This is my address. Then go with company, phone number, phone number, okay. Then email. It is working on it is right. This is my email, right? So we'll enter the email, then company name, okay. Then first name, so it is my first name, then the last. I can go select enter and click on the submit. Suppose I'm done with this. Okay. Just click on the finish. Okay. So now I just click on the finish. Right. So as soon as you click on the finish, uh, we should get one pop up. This one. What it is saying, saving your recording. So whatever the steps we have recorded, right? It will get saved. It said yes, we have saved your step. Click on the view record. Okay. So once we click on the view recording, right, it will go to this process mining tab, and it will say we are getting things ready. Okay. And it can take a good amount of time. So you can see whatever the actions we have performed. Okay. It will show that actions along with the screenshot. See, okay. See, it will show like from where we are taking all the information, where we are updating, right? So it will record all the steps, whatever the steps which we have performed, it will record it, right? And after that, what we have to do, right? We can mention save and analyze, right? Save and analyze. So what it will do, it will analyze it and then it will create a reports in Power BI, okay, where it will show like how much time user has spent on Excel, how much time user has spent on this RP challenge application, right? How many times we have navigated to Excel RPA challenge, right? In case we are having multiple uh, applications or systems, right? So it will show us all the statistics. And now it is saying we have saved your recording. Your analytics will be ready in a moment. You may also close, right? And now it is saying your process was analyzed. And if you click on the view analytics, okay, I just clicked on the view analytics. Now you can see this symbol of Power BI. Okay, so it will show all the reports basically. It's simple. It will take some time, okay, because everything is available on the cloud. So that's the reason it can take a little good amount of time. And can you see this automation activity? Okay, so that's the future. So whatever the steps we have recorded on the basis of that, it will create your automation flow also. Okay, currently it's not working properly, right? But that's the goal actually. What? So what you can do, right? Meantime, you also start see how it is working for it. Okay, yeah, it is now giving the check. I don't know what is the problem. Maybe if you're facing same problem, let. Okay, so you can see.
So, the way what we are doing is basically when we do this manually, how much time it is taking, and thereafter when you click on the automate activities, this whole process is be automated,
Yeah,
and then what's the time? So you are basically trying to get a productivity gain, is it?
correct, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so
And then automate activities is what is a final one that we can deploy eventually. Yeah.
hmm, hmm, yes. So
I
we
see.
can see, right? It is showing there are two applications, Excel and all, right? Then how much time we have spent, how many actions we perform, right? Then here it will show time spent by application. So on Chrome, I spent this 49.48% on Excel, I spent, right? So it will show you all these statistics so that we can find out after and before automation how it is performing.
And now can you click on automate activities? How it does all these?
Okay, so it is giving that suggestion. Okay, like we can use Excel and all, right? And then we can invoke the desktop. Okay, but it is not working currently. That is what I
Okay. So, but eventually it automatically will create, right? We don't have to do that based on the actions that we performed. It will create the workflow by itself. Is it?
yes, when this ready, right? Then it will create your work.
So, which is this version for Power Automate version, and which is in the current in the market?
So whatever we are using, it's latest one.
It is it?
Yes,
Okay. So, Vaibhav, if I ask, right, are you using this in your existing company? You're part of this AI automation?
yes.
Okay.
Because see, the main goal, okay, I will tell you the main goal of using this Power Automate is used to AI capabilities mainly. Okay, because
Hmm.
other tools are not that much flexible at the same time. The cost is very high, right? So that's the main thing, and you can go and see here, right? This event-based trigger, right? So for other automations, there is no this event-based triggers are available. Okay, so suppose uh, I have taken example of invoices, right? And if they want to like run the automation when the invoices are coming, right? Or an email is arrived. So they don't have such functionalities are available. So what they will do, they will trigger the flow after every 30 minutes or 1 hour, right? So to use these AI capabilities, we do have only in Power Automate. Other tools are also like trying to evolve it, but here those are much mature as compared to other.
Thanks.